And asking you to remember that no matter how tough life can get, there's always good in the world.
Wash your hands. Good job.
They're on the front line. They are working with the public day in and day out.
Hi, everyone. We'll be waiting a little bit more for more people to join. But meanwhile, do send a link to all your friends, and we can get a lot of people to join here into this session. We're going to watch this beautiful video once more, and then we'll be ready to join.
This is one of those times when I remember that people are willing to look out for one another and have each other's backs.
Everyone just wants to help if they can.
I reached out to all of you this week for some good news. I'm John Krasinski, and asking you to remember that no matter how tough life can get, there's always good in the world.
Wash your hands. Good job.
They're on the front line. They are working with the public day in and day out.
Amazing. Welcome, everyone. And I hope you have sent this link to all your friends and your WhatsApp groups, because today we'll be going through how to create a free Google My Business account, which is really, really awesome. And I think we can kick this off pretty soon. We're 3 minutes beyond 2. So we should be, that's Singapore time, by the way. We should be able to go. My name is Johan, and let me start with thanking all of our partners that has helped us to get as many as people as possible listening today. So we have, of course, the Chainstore Association of Pakistan. We have SMEDA, Government of Pakistan Ministry of Commerce. We have Trade Development Authority of Pakistan, the SECP. We have foodpanda, Ecommerce Gateway Pakistan, National Incubation Center, Telenor 4G, and Daraz. So thank you all so much. It's a really valuable partnership to be able to work with all of you to spread the message about this and to get so many people listening in and hopefully get people online in Pakistan. My name, like I said, is Johan. If you watched last time, you'll see at least 2 familiar faces here, Raza Mateen and me, myself. And with us today, we have Mandy as well, who is an absolute expert on Google My Business. And she will be walking through the main part of this section today, and you should definitely stay until the end for that. So just a bit of a recap on what we're doing for Pakistan, what Google is doing in Pakistan right now. So basically, a lot of people are working from home during these times of COVID. And a lot of students and teachers are finding themselves for the first time maybe studying from home or teaching from home. And lots of workers, of course, are working from home for the first time. So what we have launched is a page that is called Grow with Google, where you can find a lot of information, a lot of really, really valuable tips and tricks and tools for how to better work from home and work remotely. So definitely do check it out, Grow with Google Pakistan. And you can find a lot of tips and tricks there if you're finding yourself working from home during these times. Secondly, what we've launched is a COVID-19 hub that is localized for Pakistan. So here you can find a lot of information about COVID-19. You can find a lot of very, very useful tips and tricks on safety preventions, resources, local data, and other kinds of local insights. So it's the COVID-19 hub specifically for Pakistan. Secondly, what we also have is a trends page. I don't know if you have checked out trends.google.com, but it's a very, very useful tool for understanding what is going on in the world in terms of what do people actually search for. So it's an aggregation of the latest search trends regarding the coronavirus. We do have on the Pakistan specific trends page. So go into trends.google.com and you can find this the COVID-19 specific page. It's also available in Urdu, as you could see from the screenshots. So in order to make this an interactive session, we would like you all to join us on slido.com. So take your phone or another device or something like that and join us at slido.com or slide.do. And if you enter the code there, S260, you'll be able to interact with us and answer questions and so on throughout this whole session. So it's a great feature, and we should all work together there. And on the next slide, we actually have a question to start this out, and we would like to hear what is all of your favorite thing about Ramzan. Raza, what is your favorite thing about Ramzan?
I think like most people here in Pakistan, it's got to be the food. It's an indulgent season, so after a day of fasting, I think most of us do like to indulge, probably a little more than we should. But it's a great festive season and a fantastic opportunity to sort of eat a lot of the classics that you don't always get a chance to do so throughout the year.
Yeah, that's a very good point, I think. And I think if we switch over to the Slido section here, we can actually see what people are answering. We can see we do have food as one of the top ones, sleeping, fasting, praying, aftari, patience. I think I like patience, actually. It's also a very good one. It's definitely, especially during a global pandemic as well. It's a time for patience for all of us, even though some of us don't celebrate Ramzan, maybe. So absolutely, peace and patience. There's definitely lessons in this for all of us to bring with us. It looks amazing. We have a number of people coming in. The number is ticking up every second. So throughout the whole time, do go into slido.com and answer our questions there. So amazing. I don't know if we should move back to the slides, because we have one more really important thing to talk about here as well in regards to the Slido. If we go back, and then actually one thing that you can do is to fill out the survey at the end of this session, and you will be able to get a badge showing that you have completed this session. So it's something you can it gives you absolute bragging rights to your friends and to your family that you have completed the going online with Google My Business session. So I think everyone on slido.com, do enter throughout the session, go in there, answer our questions, and then at the end, come back and fill out the survey, and you'll get a badge sent to you as well in email. So Slido S260. So why are we doing these webinars? I don't know, for those of you who joined us last time, you might have seen we talked a little bit about going online and so why you should do marketing, and I'll go over it slightly more later. But what we really hope to do is to help bring Pakistani businesses online and to advance the economic opportunities of Pakistan together. So we have these 4 sessions planned. They will become slightly sort of more and more difficult, more and more online based. Compared to last time, this one is definitely a bit more technical. So I think it's a great session for everyone to join and to learn more about how to actually practically bring your business online. But last time we talked about why people should go online, why people should do marketing, right? So if we go to the next slide, we'll do a quick recap here just about Ahmed's Bakery. So we talked about Amit, who grew his bakery from a little push cart selling sweet buttery buns into a full-grown bakery in central Karachi. And he managed to do so because he was providing value for his customers. So not only selling great baked breads, he was also promoting that bread and engaging over why should people come to just his bakery rather than the competitors. What is his competitive advantage was something we talked about last time. And I'd like to remind you all that marketing, compared to, for example, promotions is one part of marketing, but marketing is really about creating value for your customers and to capture that value in return, and by building strong, long-lasting customer relationships. So building up a good relationship through different things and through your communication to tell people what makes your business really, really special and why should they come to just you, even though it might not be that you have the cheapest prices just now. And if we go on to the next one, what we actually finished off on a little bit last session was how Google can help provide value. And we talked about Amit actually being able to sell his bread by connecting to customers all over Karachi. And they could text him, they could message him, they could call him and buy his bread. And the way he managed to do this was by joining Google My Business. And this is actually creating value for the customers as well, because he what he's doing here is that through having a presence on Google My Business, he can tell people what time is he open, what kind of goods he sells, he can have pictures and so on. We're going to go through this all in detail later in Mandy's section. So if we go on, so why should small businesses start with digital marketing? And what we see is that there's 3 common pitfalls of like why people don't get actually going with this digital marketing. If we click on the most common thing is, of course, people have a limited or no advertising budget. So I think a lot of us know the feeling of not having enough budget for something. Marketing often takes a toll there. Don't worry, what we're going to talk about today is actually completely free. So you don't need to have a budget to be on Google My Business. And that's a really, really amazing part of it. Second of all, lack of people who can actually help to bring businesses online. So that's of course why we're here today. And maybe for you, if you have 2 or 3 friends who are struggling to go online after you have seen this, you can also help out, and we can help scale this this up into a bigger organization. Now, third, of course, people have limited marketing knowledge, and that's why we're amazed that you are here today, because what we're going to do is to help develop the marketing knowledge for you and for hopefully in a wider scale in Pakistan as well. And also, if you save this link, you will actually be able to come back and look through sections. If you zoom out, if you don't miss something, if there's something you want to look at again, if you save the link to this YouTube page, you can come back and look at this session again. You can also send it to people who might find it interesting. So yeah, like and subscribe to our channel as well, because we'll be hopefully uploading more videos here in the future about how to get online with Google. So with that, I'd like to transfer over to Raza, who will talk about what he finds so valuable about being on Google My Business. Thank you.
Thanks, Johan. So yeah, thank you for that recap and that introduction. And yes, just exactly like you said, if you're a business that's considering going online or trying to figure out how do you go online for the first time, it is absolutely possible, and you can do so without spending a single rupee. And I think that's one of the most important takeaways for today. So I have the pleasure of introducing the Google My Business platform to you, which is, again, our free tool. And you heard that right, it's free. What we're going to be helping you figure out is how do you actually use that tool to bring your business online today. And you can literally do it right after this session, and you can have your business online in a matter of minutes. But before we sort of get started, I'd love to sort of understand through a Slido question, how many of you have heard or used Google My Business before? Maybe we can take a quick poll on Slido and take a look. I know personally, I have a small business, and one of the first things I did after I registered my business and signed a lease on my office was to sign up on Google My Business. It certainly provides a sense of legitimacy, and when people are looking for you and searching about you for the first time. Johan, have you had any experience with Google My Business?
I don't personally have a business, but my mom actually has a store in Sweden that I've been helping her with Google My Business and really trying to get her to sign up and get online there. I think it's really, really important. And actually, what's amazing, what I'm really happy about is that actually a lot of people here do not know about Google My Business. So I think this is going to be a super useful session. I'm not happy that they don't know about Google My Business, but I'm happy that we will be able to teach them.
Yeah, so most people looks like don't know, so I think you'll find this very, very valuable. And we're happy to be able to do this. And one of the things you can definitely do is once you do learn about Google My Business yourself, please do share the knowledge and understanding and awareness with your colleagues and friends and help them come online as well. The more businesses we have online, the more resilient our economy becomes. Perfect. Maybe we can switch over to the presentation. Perfect. So what is Google My Business? Google My Business is actually a tool. It's available both online and as an app that you can download on the Play Store and the App Store. The tool is designed to help you make your business stand out on both Google Search and Maps. And it allows you to manage your business information, share promotions, add photos, and engage with your customers. But most importantly, what it does is that whenever someone in your area, wherever it is that you provide your services or sell your goods, is looking for a business like yours or your specific business, your business listing will show up. And that information, that listing that we're seeing on this slide right now, is controlled through Google My Business. When you sign up for Google My Business, you're able to control the way your business actually shows up on Google. More importantly, what information shows up and its accuracy as well. So maybe we can go on to the next slide. There are three basic areas that Google My Business really helps you with. One is it helps you control your presentation and information. So you're always in a position to be able to provide up-to-date information to your customers, and we'll sort of get into exactly how you do that, and Mandy will be helping us out sort of on that piece. It helps you engage with customers and make sure that you can speak to prospective customers, but also a way to sort of provide respond to feedback and engage in retention activities with your current set of customers as well. The third element that Google My Business helps you with is actually helping you understand how people are finding you and what are they looking for when they find you. This is tremendously valuable information to help you sort of understand how people discover your business, which helps you sort of define your marketing strategy, and we'll sort of cover that in subsequent sessions. I'm going to give you a quick overview of each of these three, and Mandy will go into some more depth and detail on exactly how you sort of do this. But in terms of the information that you can control on your through the Google My Business platform, you can update your address, you can update your website, update your phone numbers, your opening hours, upload your logos, upload photographs, and you can do this on the fly. So for example, we have Eid coming up, and let's say you needed to make a change for your Eid hours. Maybe you're a bakery, you're open for shorter hours or longer hours. You can quickly go and make that change, and that way consumers always know what is the most recent information regarding your business. So this is tremendously powerful. And again, you're able to make a small change on an app and change the way people look at your business across the internet. Next slide, please. Similarly, you're able to engage with customers because Google My Business allows consumers to leave reviews and provide feedback about the services and products you offer. And Google My Business, the platform, will allow you as a business owners to actually respond to those sort of that feedback. You can thank people, you can resolve issues, you can ask them to come back and sort of make things proper if they turn sour. But either way, it's a great way of actually engaging with customers and turning customers into ambassadors for your business. Next slide. The third and most important is Google My Business really helps you understand how people are finding your business today. What are they searching for when they found you? Where are they coming from? What are their sort of demographics? And that sort of detail helps you better understand how you can fine tune your marketing strategy for your business. And I'll let sort of Mandy sort of get into more details on that. But before we sort of hand over to Mandy, we just want to talk about the Commune Cafe in Manila, Philippines, and what they did with Google My Business and how important Google My Business has been to their success.
I've always been very interested in coffee because it's not just a drink, it's an entire experience. It's not just a business, it's also an advocacy, helping a lot of local coffee farmers just by promoting and selling only Philippine coffee. And that's why, as a small business, it's really important for me that they find us easily on Google. Each time they ask, how do you put your business on Google Maps? And I say, through Google My Business. Most of the time, especially if they're small to medium business owners, they ask me, what's Google My Business all about? And usually, they're super surprised to find out it's free. With Google My Business, it was what? 10 minutes of my time? Just getting my business on Google Maps, and people just type commune and they'll find us. What keeps me going every day? A lot of coffee.
Perfect. Mandy, over to you.
All right. Thanks, Raza. Hi, everyone. So I am Mandy, and Commune Cafe was right. Coffee keeps me going as well. So yeah, I had my cup of coffee, multiple cups of coffee now. And I'm going to start with a question for everybody. So let's go to Slido. Just wanted to check who wants to add their business for free at Google. So we've heard how Commune Cafe has actually done great with Google My Business. We heard Raza saying as well. So please go to slido.com, add the event code S260 and give your answers. And if we can go to Slido just to see what the answers are.
We have a vast majority who wants to get their business online, which is great to see.
Yeah, great.
And a few who are already on it, which is also really, really great. Maybe there's a few features they didn't know about, or a few features that we're going through that can help as well, even if they're already on the ones. Yeah.
All right, that's great. Then let's move to the slides, and I'll start showing how you can add your business really quickly on Google My Business. It's basically just 5 easy steps that you can take and add your business to Google. I'll go more into detail. Basically, you have to just download Google My Business app, log into, create your Google account, search for your business, complete your business information, and verify your business. That's an important step as well. So I'll go more into detail on each step. We go to the first one. I'll give you all a minute to download Google My Business app via your Play Store and or your App Store, or you can access this via the Google My Business site. And we will ask Raza and put him on stage to just check on how his business has been going and how easy was it for him when he did download Google My Business app.
So, surprisingly, it actually only does take 10 minutes, so end to end. And it's a fantastic tool. Like I said, when you're a small business starting up, just the fact that you have a listing on Google, making it easy for people to find you, or even you can tell people that, if you need to find me, just search my business name, makes a huge difference. Definitely adds a tinge of legitimacy to everything that you're doing.
Yeah, and then it's a free product as well. So you don't just
nothing beats free.
Absolutely. And it does have some sweet features which are free as well. So I'm going to just take you all through that as well. I'm thinking everyone has already downloaded Google My Business app and or access to the Google My Business site. It's an easy step. Log into your Google account. If you have a Gmail account, you can log into that, or you can create a Google account. You do need a Google account to be able to sign into Google My Business. If you don't have it, create your Google account. It's really takes less than a minute to do that. Then you can search for your business. Just type in your business. If it's already somewhere in the maps, it would be highlighted, or you can just add your business name. And that's it. You just have to complete your profile by adding your business name, your location, your address. If you have more than one location or you do work outside of your location, do highlight that as well. Remember to, even though it does say phone number is an optional criteria, but I would suggest to do add your phone number, because this way your customers would be able to get in touch with you. I'll go more into detail what the feature is really about. And ta-da, that's it. So you just have to, all you have to do is just verify your business, and we will send you a postcard once you verify this, and you would receive the postcard in about 15 to 20 days. And you are on Google My Business, and that's it. So how difficult was it? All right, so yeah, can you go to slido.com as well? Just let us know how difficult or how easy was it to have a free listing on Google. You can also keep this link to yourself, I mean, just to share it with your friends, or if you haven't done Google My Business, if you haven't really signed up now, feel free to just go to that link and try signing up to Google My Business again. Yeah, do let us know, was it easy for you to do the Google My Business, or was it a bit tough?
I think worth knowing here, Mandy, that even if your business doesn't exist in some form on Google, you can still add it through Google My Business, which was the case in my scenario when I'm sort of adding my company to Google My Business.
Yeah, thanks for the highlight. Yeah, absolutely.
It's really cool to see that most people really think it's quite simple. Actually.
Yeah, wow,
really
that's great to hear. Yeah.
And I think here we should also remind people to just stay on. We do have quite some interesting things, and then afterwards to also go into Slido and take the survey, both give some feedback, but then also get a badge at the very end of this to show that you really know. So stay on.
Yeah, and do remember to give your survey at the end as well. It's good for us to get some feedback. All right, so can we move to the slides, please? And yeah, so Google My Business has multiple features. You also have a dashboard that you can have a look at. This is an important one because you can change your information using the dashboard. So in case if you're closed on any of the weekdays or weekends or change in timings, you can actually do it here, and it should be visible on Google. Adding your phone number, adding your website is also really important, and it would be good to add them by using your dashboard. So basically, dashboard would be would help you add your information, would help you add your would help you make sure that you can look into your insights, which is basically how your customers are interacting with your business, how did they find you, where are they coming from as well. Like all sorts of information would be available for you to actually make changes to your marketing strategies, and also adding new updates to your business.
This part is actually really useful because it helps you sort of understand if whatever you're doing in terms of marketing is actually working for you as well. Yeah. So whenever we, at my business, whenever we sort of do any sort of marketing, it's interesting to see that people start searching for our name and then come call our office because they sort of found our phone number on Google My Business.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, this is also a very important one, you know, because customers are, you would know how many customers are actually clicking on your business or your website, or even looking for directions and calling you. And that's where your number is important to add. I mean, it's important to add your number here as well. And this would give you a visualization of how many customers are actually looking at you through search or through Google Maps. So this way you would know where your maximum traffic or maximum customers are coming in from as well. You can also log into the resources. If you have any, so you would be receiving a postcard. So in case if you have anything that you are unable to receive the postcard or you haven't received it yet, you can go to our help center and they are very responsive and would get in touch with you as soon as they receive your questions or queries as well. It's also important to be a part of the community as well. Join the community. It has all the recent updates of what Google My Business is doing. So we have some new additional features. We regularly update. We regularly add. We have some new COVID-19 related updates as well. So feel free to just join and you would receive a newsletter, or you can just have a look at the Google My Business site as well. All right. So I'm going to go more into each feature and each details of what each feature can help you with and how you can actually get in touch with all your customers through these features. All right. So initially, in the initial conversation, Raza did say that, Google My Business has 3 benefits. One is you stand out. Second is you engage with your customers and build loyalty. And the third one is you're attracting new customers. So each particular feature would help you with any of these benefits. Let me go more into the details of that. Business information, that's an important one. So a lot of customers that we've come across is especially 54% of the people who actually searched for local information are actually looking for business hours. They do want to see when you're closing, when you're open, are you open for late hours, and also the days. So the more accurate your information is on Google My Business, there are higher chances of you getting more customers. So it has to be more relevant and more updated. Adding photos. Yeah, this one's a beautiful photo. I'm hungry already. Anyways, so this one, the more photos you add, the more interaction you would have with your customers. So eye-catching photos, your storefront photos, your product photos, team members, the more interactive pictures and the more interactive you are on Google My Business, you would have more customers coming in as well. And like it is said that there are 40% more requests for directions when they see a picture. And 90% of customers are more likely to visit your business when they see a picture and they kind of relate to the picture and see it on search and maps as well. All right, and the next feature is a very important feature. But before that, let me just ask you a question here. Go to slido.com and just wanted to check how many of you feel it is easy to create your website, or how difficult it is for you. 1 means it's not easy at all, and 5 means it's a piece of cake. It's like super easy. Can we go to the Slido poll?
I think most people just think that they need to hire an agency to build a website, or they need to hire graphics designers, etc. And it's going to be an expensive, tedious process. But I think, Mandy, you'll probably tell us it's not, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I wanted to do the drum roll first, though.
Yeah.
All right, can we move to the slides, please? All right, so Google My Business has a free website for your business, and it takes less than 10 minutes to create your website. How difficult is that? I don't think it is. Anyways, we also have seen that if you have a link on your website, if you have a link of a website on your Google My Business account, you have 25 to 35% more clicks. So it is great, and Google My Business is giving you a free website that you can build. So let me just show you how quickly that can be done. So step 1, you go to your Google dashboard and you would see a website tab. Just click on that tab and that's it. This is how your website looks like. If you want to make changes to your website, you can go to themes, make different changes, choose the kind of design you want. Edit, add a text. If you want to, you can add more about your business. I mean, I usually encourage people to write a bit about how they started the business, how it actually happens, because, people really relate well to having a storyline as well. So it's always good to add something here. But if you don't add, that's fine as well. You can add pictures. You can add pictures here, or else if you already have your pictures on Google My Business on your app already, they would be added into your website automatically. And go to settings and publish now. How difficult was that, Raza and Johan?
Super easy.
Yeah.
That's really, really easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have your own website, so you can just add that, share it with your customers, and everyone could easily get a website here.
And that website works both on mobile and desktop.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. Yeah.
I think this is a fantastic way to be able to share business details really easily, to just send this website to people and they'll be able to get all they need from your website about your business.
Exactly. And
It's
I think
really cool.
Yeah, and I think it's important as well because a lot of businesses right now, it takes a lot of money, cost, as well as time to actually create a website. And here, Google My Business is providing it for free. All you have to do is just update your profile on Google My Business, and you get a free website. So it's a matter of a couple of minutes to create your Google My Business profile, and that's free as well.
Absolutely. I think this is even something my mom in Sweden, for her store, she could use this to get her store online very, very easily. It's a thrift shop, and she could take pictures of all the new things they have, all of their different inventory, and so on. So it's a really, really cool feature. So easy to use.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I have a couple of more features to excite you guys about. Then the next one is posts. So posts are basically about adding, if you have a promotion or if you have a discount, it's always important to add those posts as well. If you have a new feature or you have a new product that you're launching as well, just add that post, and you should, if a customer is looking for it, they would have more relevant data and more relevant information. Attributes is also an interesting feature. It gives the customer more relevance in terms of what kind of payments you're accepting payments. Are you just going for cash, or are you going for credit card, debit card, or any other information? What kind of goods do you have? Do you have, let's say if you're in an electronics shop and you have a washing machine, do you charge for installation, or is the installation free? So at least your customer would have exact information of what is being provided. And this is the call button that I was talking about earlier, that it's always important to add your, it does show as an optional one, but we do encourage businesses to add their phone number, because it's easy for customers to just do a one click and call your business to ask for directions or ask for any product if they're looking for specific. Reviews. Yes. Reviews helps you build loyalty, and you have your regular customers, they would give you reviews. And I mean, what we've come across is 2 out of 3 customers, usually when they see a positive review, they would want to go to that store and purchase it as well. So you have the ability of looking at the reviews and also responding to them. So that would be an interactive session or an interactive communication you would have with your customers. Question and answers. You would on Google My Business, your customers can ask you a question, and you can respond to them and make it more interactive and help them understand what products do you have as well. And insights we've already shared earlier, so it's really helpful to understand how many customers are visiting your website, looking for directions, are calling you or chatting with you, and rest other information as well. Last but not the least, you also have the ability of creating or promoting your listing with Google Ads. More on this would be in the coming sessions. And I think that's where Google My Business features are here.
I think there's so many really, really useful features here. If you think about like reviews and so on, how that really is the new word of mouth, I think. So I mean, back in the day, you used to hear from your friends saying this restaurant is great, that restaurant is great, and you're quite limited to what your friends know and have been. But now, like everywhere in the world, in Pakistan as well, people search for restaurants near me, or they search for just like coffees near me, cafe places near me, and so on. And they can even filter in the Google Maps on what's open right now. And that's, of course, this data we're using to create those filters. So if you're there and have like updated information on that you're open, and then you have positive reviews, and people read those, I can't even say like how many times I've chosen a restaurant or a cafe because I saw their pictures or I read a good review on Google My Business. So I think there's so many really good features here, and it also ties so well into what we talked about in the last session about creating value for your customers, because it's really about like giving that information that might push them over the edge, right? If someone really wants to pay cash, or they really want to pay with a credit card, and you say that, hey, we accept cash, or we accept credit card, or we don't accept cash, or we don't accept credit card, you can really like provide some useful information there that might bring that customer into your store rather than them going to a competitor.
Yeah, it's about providing relevant information for your customers. So your customer has all the information in terms of whether they can, the more pictures they have, the more they know that how your storefront looks like. Even if they're looking for your store or looking for your shop, they can actually they see your storefront picture, they would know how it looks like. Then the kind of products you have, and especially in terms of food, I mean, if you look for a restaurant, if you see the pictures, the kind of breads, desserts, food you have. And I'm a big fan of desserts. So for me, I always go to Google My Business and look for how the desserts are. And that's how I choose. So yeah, the reviews, pictures, posts, they're like really, really important. And then of course, having a free website, it's also an additional important feature. So
yeah, I think, just sort of to add here, I very recently, less than 3 days ago, I was searching for artificial grass, and I had no idea where I'd even get some and how I'd get it installed. But went to Google, typed in artificial grass, and popped up a Google My Business listing for artificial grass. Guy literally does only one thing, which is sell artificial grass. And he had my GMB website where he had 3 or 4 different types of grass and the prices, etc. and whatnot. Didn't have the ability to buy online, but he had his WhatsApp number there. So you basically hit WhatsApp, messaged him. I did the deal right over the phone. And the next day, the grass was installed. So it's, and all it probably took him was the better part of 15 minutes to set that up. And he was able to get lots of customers. Interestingly enough, the thing that made me confident in pinging him over WhatsApp and requesting he come through was the number of reviews that he had. He had about 18 or 19 reviews, which were overwhelmingly positive about his service, which is what sort of gave me the confidence to transact. So it just goes to show that in as little as 15 or 20 minutes, you can actually be up and running and servicing and acquiring new customers online.
Yeah, exactly. And these features that were just discussed just now are more on giving all the information that your customer needs. Like it's just getting your business from offline to online, and giving every information that's possible to your customers to be able to make the right decision as well.
Yeah. If he wasn't there, then I would have never found him.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what are we waiting for? So just in case if you haven't yet downloaded Google My Business app, it's available on Android and Apple devices. Go to Google Play or iTunes Store and download Google My Business. It's a matter of 5 steps, maximum 10 minutes, and you would be on Google My Business. All right. Yeah, we're also introducing Primer. It's a free app that includes fast and easy lessons on business, marketing, different sets of management, and lots of other learning material for you. And it could be done in just 5 minutes. Go to Google Play or App Store and download Primer. Right. I do want to thank all our partners here. Thank you so much. And anything for Johan and Raza to add here as well?
I think just one final reminder for everyone to go to Slido and answer the survey again, so they can get the badge and showing that they have been here and they now are absolute experts on Google My Business as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Please spread the word. Get your businesses, get your friends' businesses online. Help them grow their businesses through the Google My Business platform.
Yes, thank you so much. And remember to give us feedback on Slido, event code S260. And we will all see you in the next session. That's on the 8th of May.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.